Hi everybody, I'm crazy enough to believe I can change the world, and thank you audience for being such an amazing audience, and students, wonderful to have all of you here. This is the happy song for all of you who know this song. Me in 10 seconds. I'm a mother of 3, married to the man of my dreams, who is here to cheer for me. Thank you. My family defines me. I'm a positivist, a happyologist, peace advocate, and I only believe in one thing, which is happiness, is love, love, love. And I'm here today to talk to you about exactly the same, happiness and love, and how the two are deeply and truly connected. So when I was a student, I was called question mark because I always asked too many questions. And today my 3 children are forever asking me questions, and I wonder, oh my God, where does the apple fall from? So I was confused about the human mind. I used to often wonder while studying psychology, why is it that our mind creates all these games, these funny feelings where I feel angry and I feel anxious and I feel happy and I feel sad all at the same time. And I started to question myself that today, why are there so many relationship problems? Why is so much problem in the leadership space? It's primarily because of lack of or little self-awareness. So then I started to ask, what is happiness? Where does one find happiness? How to find it? Have you met somebody recently who's authentically happy? What is love? Has anybody decoded love for us? What is my passion? Is happiness and love, are the two connected? Then I started to think harder. And then most of us do believe that happiness is something that lies in the future. With a show of hands, please tell me how many of you think or know of people who think that they will be happy only when they will be fitter. Show of hands, please. Thank you for your honesty. Prettier. Thank you. Taller. For adults, when I have a bigger, better home. Come on. Thank you. When I have the next iPhone. Thank you. Any more examples? So basically, it's been proven by research that materialistic things give us only 45 minutes of happiness. Did you know that? Only 45 minutes of happiness. And look around you. Hollywood has the sexiest, the richest, the most famous people. Are they the happiest? Yes or no? And I love what Jim Carrey says. He says, I wish everybody was rich and famous. Only then they would know that it's really not the answer. So then, when materialistic wealth and possessions are not giving us happiness, why is parenting in a state of crisis? Why do we parents think that gifts, taking our children to fancy holidays, equals good parenting? And I feel for the modern parent because I'm a modern parent as well. I see that there is so much confusion. And it's not lack of love. Please don't get me wrong, no judgment here. But it's really lack of awareness. We really are struggling with the balance. We don't know when to be soft. We don't know when to set the boundary. To me, the greatest gift a parent can give his or her child is to be present and to model the kind of person you want your child to be. Parents, I want you to think, are we really modeling happiness or stress? So then my curiosity gained more momentum. I wanted to study happiness. I wanted to study positive psychology. Did you know which is the most sought after undergrad program at Harvard? It is the science of happiness. There are happiness labs that are actually teaching students the tools and the techniques on how to be happy, on how to be truly successful. Because we are really living in a paradoxical world, aren't we? We take so many selfies, but we have such little self-knowledge. We have multiplied our possessions, but have such little self-awareness. Parenting challenges, seen crumbling marriages, and my own life experiences taught me some very, very interesting lessons that I'd love to share with all of you. But before that, my story. December 2010, we were blessed with two identical twins, Ayana and Amana. Our world was jubilant because we were blessed with double joy. Suddenly, our younger twin, Ayana, fell extremely sick. The doctors rushed to us and said, you know, we're really sorry, but your daughter has something called necrotizing enterocolitis. Very long word. We were shocked. What's going on? Basically, they had overfed our daughter, and because of negligence, our daughter had gangrene in her stomach. Multiple surgeries were performed upon her. Ayana is a living example of a fiery, feisty, happy child. So my lessons that I want to share with you, there is a silver lining in every dark cloud. There is a bright side to life. The choice is yours, which side you want to see. And don't give up. When life knocks you over and throws a curveball at you, just look at it and smile. Because believe me, in pain, there's magic. In pain, you can gain so much character, so much courage and strength that even you wouldn't know. So happiness and positivity are related, and it's really a choice. So going back to my how can I be really happy? Let me tell you a little bit about what science has to say. What do the champions and veterans have to say? So Martin Seligman, who is the god of positive psychology, Rocco Bellic, who went around the world to decode happiness, he's made a very interesting happy documentary. Urge you all to see it. What are the spiritual gurus saying? What is Dalai Lama saying? What did Mother Teresa say? They're all saying the same thing. Basically, three things. One, happiness is a habit. We are so obsessed with training our bodies that we forget we also have to train our minds. Every single day we have to wake up and train our mind and feed our mind with positive, loving energy. And this energy is called learned optimism. You can learn to be happy. You can learn to be positive. Second, Harvard did a 75 years long study, a longitudinal study. They spent almost $20 million. It's called the Grant Study. Studied probably hundreds of families, maybe more. And straightforward conclusion, 5 words, happiness is love, full stop. Third, the greatest source of happiness is not your WhatsApp group, people. In fact, I think WhatsApp is killing relationships. The greatest source of happiness are your loving, meaningful relationships, which we completely ignore. A good life is built only around. And what are meaningful relationships? To simplify for you, meaningful relationships are where there is sharing, there is caring, there is an emotional engagement, there is emotional responsiveness. These are the people you want to keep close. And trust me, you don't need too many. You have 2 a.m. friends, people, you are rich. And the beauty about these meaningful relationships are they help you live longer as well. And science says that, I'm not saying it. So now that I am feeling this happy feeling, what do I conclude? The conclusion really is that success does not lead to happiness. Happiness leads to success. And now that we have decoded what happiness and love is all about, how will it really help us solve world's pressing problems like racism, sexism, terrorism? Answer is very simple. Let's love each other. Let's cultivate more compassion in ourselves first. Let's try to help the parenting which really is in a state of crisis. We parents need to be taught. We actually need to learn, eat, breathe, walk. What is parenting? What is positive parenting? And from what I have understood, children only love, in fact they spell love as T-I-M-E, full stop. And let me tell you, we often underestimate the power of a touch, a hug, a kind gesture, just asking somebody, how are you today? And actually waiting to hear the answer. We underestimate the power of hugs. The shocking truth is, hugs release the quickest oxytocin in our bodies. It is really the love drug. And believe me, if every parent took a vow to give their child 3 hugs a day, we will raise a drug-free generation. Hugs will replace drugs. Can I quickly ask all of you to give a hug to the person sitting on your left and the person sitting on your right, please? Quickly. Well, I need a hug too. Well, thank you. Thank you. Lastly, I invite each one of you to join our Happiness is Love revolution. Please join our Happiness is Love movement. It's happening, and it's happening now, and we can't do it alone. We need your wholehearted support, because this world will not change by our opinions. This world will only change by your example. Thank you.